Thank you.
Autonauts vs Piratebots is a gem of a game, and if you're an experienced Autonauts player, you'll love this beginning, promise. My world's going to be named Hartley Whitney. I roll the dice a couple of times. Doesn't really matter, you get what you need anyway. And I'll play this without the tutorial, and in the video I've edited out the entire greetings section and jumped straight into gameplay. Now, this little buddy in blue tartan is your Autonaut, right? And he's now going to build one of these workbenches. To build a workbench, you need 2 sticks. With a right click, you add them to the table, then move your blueprint to where the logs are, because logs are heavy to carry. Pick up a log, left click to take, and add it to the blueprint. Right click to give. Take, left click, right click is give. Left click is also change recipe. And with a stick and a stone, there's one nearby, that's fortunate, I can make up an axe, or make an axe, I'm sorry. Pick up the axe, cut a tree, well, that one. And then you can cut the tree log into 2 planks, and you cut a plank into 2 poles. Don't mass produce this stuff yourself, don't you dare. Set a sign, no, but make one. We need 2 more planks for this. So, that tree has to go, and that log also needs to be cut into planks, and that's it. Put your axe away into the backpack, put 2 planks on the table, take 1 pole, right click puts that on the table as well, and there's your sign, and that sign has an assigned range. Now I take the first one of these 9 bots, and he's going to be my tree cutter. Thank you very much, Dynamic XYZ. Now, axe in hand, I'll show him what to do. And the principle is monkey see, monkey do. And then you put a loop around this and say you do this forever, but before you do that, assign this sign as your range. Alright? Because signs now have a new tab, and you can set their range without holding the sign. You can also change the name. And what I want to do is I want to set up an initial and small range, and I have all bots working inside that range. You'll soon see why. It really matters, or makes things a lot easier anyway. Okay, there's someone cutting trees. We need more tools. We need a spade now. And another axe as well, I guess. Don't you dare do this yourself without teaching a bot while you do it. Yeah, Mr. Files, I'm not eating wolf, maybe. Yeah, you're my tool maker. Record. Pick up a stick. And when you click the backpack button, nothing happens, but when you press Q, the stick is transferred into your backpack and the command line for it is written. Now that way you make 1 round trip. And the bot can copy all of this. But you don't want that forever, you want this until the workbench is full. When there's an axe on the output, don't make another. Check forever if the condition is still true. Now I change my condition by ordering a spade, and and the table is not full of spades, not yet. But there it is now. I can pick up the spade and teach files unknown how to be my digger. When you show a bot to dig soil, he will also dig up tree stumps, but if you show him to dig up a tree stump, he will only dig up tree stumps. That's usually not very advisable, but in this case I want to do it. I want him to do this inside the same range where my tree cutter works. I want this digger to dig holes where trees were cut, and I want a third bot to plant seeds where those holes are. This is how you select all bots that don't have a program yet. And the first one is Master Guy, and he's now going to be my planter. Take a seed. Do this in the same range where the other two guys work. Plant it in a hole. And again, the range is marked by this sign. Go. Do this forever. It's not bad. Now we have a forest that grows back, and I'll keep that beautiful random pattern of trees standing around. You don't need many. Don't build big. That's silly in this game. Everybody does it, and it's not the way to do it. Now let's build one and only one of these pallets. To build that I also need 3 planks and a pole, 2 poles. So guess it's a good idea to have one of these chopping blocks to cut blocks into planks and planks into poles. I also need an axe to make that. Don't forget to select the recipe axe first before you pick up the one that's ready and waiting, and that way you have another one ready and waiting when you need it. Here's my chopping block. I'm going to use this to cut 1 log into planks. I need 3 planks and 2 poles, so I better cut the second log. Now I can pick up all 4 planks. That's the maximum number I can hold in my hands. Put 3 of those with 3 clicks onto the blueprint and convert the 4th one into 2 poles. And don't rush these clicks. This game does not have a buffer for all your mouse commands. You have to do these things a step at a time. Wild clicking is not helpful. Now this Cynum guy, those are all names from supporters, by the way. He's going to be my logger, and in the same range that everybody is using, he's collecting a log and taking that to the pallet. Find everything that the tree cutter is producing and bring it to this place. That way I have it all together. I need a second one of these. And if I take a log and put that on the chopping block and fetch an axe from here, the recipe is still there. Oh, watch what the toolmaker is doing. The fact that I clicked on that axe and claimed it was enough to trigger him to make another one, because the recipe was pre-selected. That's how fast this kind of operation works. Really smooth. Anyway, now I've got everything close together here. One more. There are my 4 planks. 3 go onto the pallet, and the 4th one in my hand goes onto this chopping block for 2 poles, and we're all set to make and store planks. Now what I'm going to show you now is not necessarily the best way, but it's a great start. This guy is my plank cutter, and it's a very simple monkey see, monkey do. Don't try to be clever. Try the simple version first, and then carefully observe what that does. Right, I perform 4 steps and I tell him to do this forever. And he's going to convert blocks into planks. Let's do this again with poles. Making this pallet is even easier than the previous one because I've got the 4 planks waiting. 3 go on the blueprint, the 4th one goes onto this. Here are my 2 poles. Hooray! Snork, my friend, you're going to be my pole cutter. It's the same thing again, monkey see, monkey do. Take a plank, put it on the chopping block, and now step by step, pick up one pole and another, put one pole on the pallet and the other as well, loop forever, done. There are things like counters and everything, but at the beginning you don't want them. You want to set up the whole mechanism first. Next you need an axe caster because no more logs are coming. The logs aren't coming anymore because the tree cutter broke his axe. Now this whole procedure told the axe caster bot to order an axe, pick up the axe that was on the table until his hands are not empty, until he's holding one, and then find the bot without a tool and throw the axe to him, and only axe users will accept that tool. No other bot without a tool would accept an axe now. Let's do this again with Vornicus. He's going to be my spade caster because the spade buddy will break his spade very soon as well. Okay. My spade caster visits this workbench and sets the recipe to spade. Then he'll pick up the spade that is ready and waiting and do all of this until his hands are not empty. In other words, if you're already holding a spade for whatever reason, don't try to make another. Now find the buddy who's digging. Digger? Wait, where is the bot with the broken tool? Digger, yes. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Right click on him. We're far away. There. Now he's got a spade. He can continue his job. Oh wait, I've forgotten something. Wait, go show me all bots again, please. Where's the guy who's thrown? There's my axe caster. He's not looking in the right area. His range is the same range as everybody's range. Same for the spade caster. Make sure they find each other, even if you change the area. If I ever decide to make the wood bigger or move it elsewhere, everybody will follow automatically. Now there's a neat and smooth beginning. Enough for episode number 1. And in the second episode, I'll show you how to tidy up these scripts because they're all dodgy. They will fail. Thank you very much for watching.